In today's episode, I'm bringing you an exclusive first look at the latest release from niche brand Mancera. This one could be pretty interesting judging by the official note breakdown, and it goes by the name of Tonka Cola. To find out my first impressions of this one and whether I'd recommend it, stay tuned to this episode of Mags Frags. Yes, hello again everybody and welcome to this latest episode of Mags Frags. My name's Paul and today I'm taking a look at Tonka Cola from the house of Mancera, which is an amber spicy fragrance for men and women, and it only recently became available to order from the Mancera website on November the 1st, 2022. And I don't think it's currently available at any retailers at the time of recording this video, so if you want to get an early bird sniff of this one, you might just need to blind buy it and purchase it direct from the Mancera website. This one took around 10 days to arrive and I've given it a few full wearings now, as well as spraying a few colleagues at work with it just to get some feedback. It comes in two sizes, a 60ml bottle priced at €75 and a 120ml size like this one for €112. I did also receive 4 other samples in the box, so I might actually do a review of these at some point too and let you know what I think of them. 3 of these are brand new releases, including French Riviera, I've got Fabulous Yuzu, and also Jasmine exclusive, and then there's just the Pearl, which has been out for a while now, but I'm looking forward to trying these out and hopefully discovering some banging scents to tell you all about in the future. Okay, so into the presentation, and this one comes in a gloss black box with gold branding. On the front is the name of the house and the name of the fragrance, and also the size and the concentration, which in this case is an eau de parfum. On the back is just lots of product information, and then underneath is your batch code, which is 22J284C on this particular formulation. Inside the box, the bottle comes in the familiar Mancera drawstring pouch that's in like a metallic gold with black logos printed on it. The bottle looks really nice with the black and gold label and also the embossed emblem into the top of the cap there. The cap is magnetic, which is the first time I've ever come across this one on like a Mancera fragrance. All the Mancera fragrances that I own have come with a screw-on cap, but I do much prefer this style. It does feel more premium quality than the screw-on style caps. Nice little improvement. There's a gold atomizer which delivers a really nice smooth blast of amber coloured juice, and in terms of its presentation, it's a fairly minimalistic design but still very classy looking, and it just feels very high quality when you've got it in your hand. Okay, so the top notes in this one are black cherry, cinnamon, Sicilian lemon and nutmeg. In the heart we've got fizzy cola, patchouli and orange blossom, and the base notes in this one are vanilla, tonka bean, labdanum and benzoin. Yeah, so this one opens up very bright with quite a sharp medicinal quality to it. You do get lots of that fizzy Coca-Cola and some of the zesty lemon, but there's also a mild synthetic sweetness in the background, and it's a fairly unique opening, but it's got a slight resemblance to like Fève de l'Essuie from YSL. It also reminds me a little bit of Paco Rabanne's Pure Excess, because that's the only fragrance that I personally own with that really prominent fizzy Coca-Cola vibe going on. As it dries down, the bright sharpness fades a touch, and it does sweeten up a little bit once the tonka beans and the powdery vanilla make their way through to the forefront. The black cherry isn't as prominent as I would have hoped, and neither is the cinnamon, which is a shame because I was hoping for like a sour cherry cola kind of aroma, but it's more like a straight up Coca-Cola vibe with a bit more of a herbal medicinal quality. I do pick up on some spiciness, but the cinnamon is not as prominent as what you'd get in some other fragrances, so you don't get that kind of festive spicy aroma. I basically get from this what it says on the label, a fizzy Coca-Cola opening with a synthetic and slightly powdery Tonka and vanilla dry down. It's a fairly mass appealing, likeable scent, and I can't see why anyone should dislike it. However, when I first read the note breakdown, I was expecting more of a gourmand quality with a warm and comforting and seductive scent profile, which this isn't. This is a bright, carbonated, fizzy Coca-Cola with a sharp metallic edge. So this is classed as a unisex fragrance, and I don't think it leans either feminine or masculine. It does sit right in the centre. It's a very versatile and easy to wear scent. I reckon has more of a casual daytime feel about it, and maybe not one that I particularly reach for if I was going on a night out. It'd be great to wear as an office fragrance or as a daily driver, and I actually took this into work the other day when it first got delivered to my home, and I tried it out on some of my colleagues, or should I say crash test dummies. Big shout out to Holly, Joe and Hannah for being my happy testers for the day and giving me their opinions on it, so thank you very much. And yeah, so everyone who came into the office where I sprayed it, they all complimented it when it was in the air, so it's pleasant enough, and it's not one that's going to annoy people or choke anybody out. It's probably best suited to people over the age of 30 because it does seem to have more of a grown-up and mature feel about it, but that doesn't mean it's like an old-fashioned smelling fragrance in any way. It's just not bubblegummy sweet and playful like your average designer fragrance. This one has a really strong projection for the first hour, and it's one that will definitely fill a room when you first apply it. However, after that first hour, I either go nose blind to it or it just sits very close to the skin because I struggle to detect it unless I go directly to where I first sprayed it. All the other Mancera fragrances that I personally own give me constant wafts for hours and hours throughout the day, but this one just seems to lose its projection after that first hour of intensity. However, this is a first impressions video, and I have only wore it a handful of times, so I will wear it a few more times and see if it generates any compliments or comments over the next few weeks. But in my opinion, the performance isn't quite as good as some of the other Mancera fragrances in my collection. Yeah, so like I said earlier, I've given this a few full wearings now, as well as spraying it on other people. And the general opinion is that it's really nice, but it's just not got that much of a wow factor to it. I was hoping for a bit more depth and sweetness, similar to like what you'd get in Mugler's Amen Pure Havana with that cherry, honey and tobacco combo. But the fact of this one is that the dry down, it just seems to fall a little bit flat, and after the hour mark I struggle to detect any aroma whatsoever. It's a fairly mass appealing, likeable opening that I'd say most people will enjoy, but for me the dry down is the disappointing part, and it's a 6 out of 10 type of fragrance for me personally, which is a shame because this was one that I was super excited to try out. Yeah, so once again, that's about it for today's Scent of the Day. But don't forget, coming up in the next episode, I've got a real classy one that's from one of my favourite designer houses. It's the latest flanker from the Armani Code lineup, and it's the PARFUM version which I'm going to be talking about. And spoiler alert, it is the best one out of the bunch. I've also got loads more cologne fragrance reviews from KDJ Inspired, the Perfume Parlour and the Essence Vault. So if you don't want to miss any of my future reviews, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, if you have found this video useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in to this latest episode. Stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye bye for now.